much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Penix. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Penix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Now Brown. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Shuck. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man wide open. It's Tyson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Throwing, Shuck. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Achane. Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
They'll go with a push. And I don't know that he got there. A lot of pushing and shoving, but they're going to mark him short. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. They'll go. H.M. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints 7, Falcons nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll throw with Penix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. To the air, Penix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They are going for it. Penix flushed out right. This ball down the field for Pitts. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
It's a turnover on down.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Shuck. They set up the screen. H.N. has it. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. The Saints had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but we're getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Shuck now to throw. And this one too low.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's Shuck. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down, the Saints turn to Ryan Wright to punt. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
First throw now for the backup Tua Tagovailoa. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Tua on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll go play action with Shuck. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on is Charlie Smith for the Saints field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 22 and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Falcons.
Again, it's Robinson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Bryan Bresee, the man to bring him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's Tua's running back complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. He will push his way down to about the 14. Taken down by Pete Werner.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Looking to pass. Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw now, Shuck. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Shuck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let it go again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avion Terrell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
To kick off for Atlanta.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Off the play fake. Here's Shuck. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 9. From the gun, Shuck. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On first and 10, it's Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Robinson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now Tua going to change the play. Robinson again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. This is caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different look.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Nick Folk for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Saints 10, Falcons 7. Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Shuck. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Shuck. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
Shuck looking to throw once more. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Down and 1.
They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Tua going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, Robinson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
For the Falcons field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
Folk's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
It's a gain of 11. And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Shuck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing, Shuck. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Palmer. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career.
because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action here with Shough. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Shough now to throw. To the left side, taken in by Tyson. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll run. Achane. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And they can't bring him down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
There's Robinson showing the flash. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Atlanta.
A give left side to Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Robinson on a give right side.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running back's trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Tua. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now 1st and goal. One final try for Tagovailoa. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play.